from John, which is our cultural question for the day.
So here's my question. All right. So the three of us are all dads with younger kids. And so my question is, what is something you guys are doing right now intentionally to be a good dad?
Yeah. I can go with this. You're okay with me going first?
Go for it, yeah.
Because I was thinking about this question when you posed a little bit earlier. So number one, showing love every chance I get. If I have to punish, right afterwards, like directly after, I always, show affection and say, Daddy doesn't want to do this, but I have to because I want you to learn. I want you to be a good kid. I don't keep it. It's not a long speech because, my son's 5. He's not going to take a long speech, but I just said, I want you to know that I love you. Like, I know that what we just went through was probably really stressful for you. This is in my mind. I'm not saying this, but I just always end any type of punishment with, I want you to know that Daddy loves you and he will always love you no matter what. I don't want to do this, but I have to do it because I want you to be a good kid. So I do that. And then the other thing that I always do is I make my kids repeat. And I guarantee you they're going to grow up and they're going to make fun of me for this. But I think it's important to not only when I tell you to do something, that you say it too, that you're taking part in it. So I will say I'm just going to use Cade as example. I'm not punishing him a lot, but he's the one, because he's littler, I'm doing more of it with him. But when he does something wrong or he's not listening, I'll say to him, I'm like, Cade, I want you to say, I will be a listener. And he'll repeat, I will be a listener. Say, I will be a good boy. And he'll say, I will be a good boy. And I will make good choices. So I just make him repeat those things. When I'll have a conversation with him first, I'm like, what you're doing is not good. You're not being a good boy. I want you to be a good boy. And I tell him what good boys do. And then I say, okay, I want you to repeat this. I will be a good boy. I will be a listener. Just because I want them to not just be hearing it. I want those words coming out of their mouth.
Right.
Because I want them to take ownership of it ultimately.
Yeah. And I would agree with a lot of that. I do that a lot with Judah. Now, our 2 younger ones are 1. So just being present with them and getting down on the floor. As soon as I walk into a room right now, Aaron, the twin, he's 1 year old, he'll look at me and go, book, and he'll literally grab a book. So I make sure I spend time with him. But Judah, I do a lot of the very similar things. So when he does something wrong, I set him down, and then usually he gets upset, but to make sure that he understands, why are you sitting here? And then, to also know that we still love him and stuff, but I try to model a lot of stuff with him too. Even when Sam and I may get in an argument, we try to always make sure Judah knows hey, we got an argument, but we still love each other, and try to model that, things happen, but you still got to love each other. But also the fun stuff with Judah too. I enjoy just getting him out, going fishing. And just having all that fun stuff. And right now he's really into cards.
Yeah. What kind of cards?
He was Pokemon.
Yeah. That's what my son's into.
But he's switching.
Okay. To what?
Sports cards.
Okay. Cool.
And I think it was because I took him to a card show a couple weeks ago, because a couple of our teens were there with a booth. So I took him there, and man, they were handing him Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase cards. And now every week he wants to go to the sports card shop.
That's cool.
And buy these things. So taking him to do that kind of stuff and just be intentional that, we are busy as pastors and doing things that when I have time at home, I want to be intentional with that time of doing stuff with him that's fun.
Yeah.
Those memories of my dad doing stuff with me when he had time, or just doing those things.
Yeah. You don't have to, no one has to convince me to do things with my kids and my family, because I genuinely it's the favorite part of my day and of my life of when I get to do those things. So Maria has to tell me to tone it down, because I'm always trying to plan things for us to do fun stuff as a family, and she just wants to chill. That's cool. I'm always wanting to be doing stuff with them, and
I come home, I get them all wild. We'd be just running in circles.
Nighttime.
And
Do you do that at nighttime?
Oh yeah. Well, Sam had a thing last night.
It turns into a wrestling session.
Yeah, Sam had
That's what I do.
Sam had a
Maria's
thing.
we're trying to get him to calm down, not get crazy. I'm like,
my kid full on punched me in the eye the other day, and it actually kind of hurt.
You're one part of me, I'm actually proud of you, but so also you shouldn't be punching your dad in the face.
That's a great right hook, son. No, last night Sam had a thing, and she normally puts Judah to bed, and they read the Bible and stuff. And so last night she was gone, so I did it.
Yeah.
So we read his Bible story, and he's like, "Can we wrestle?" And so we just wrestled for 10 minutes, and he was sweating out of breath. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Yeah, that's funny. Almost the exact same. What you just said, the same thing happened to me. But in the opposite order. Is it? Kate came in and we're like, I'm trying to. Right now, Kate and Harper. He'll be in his room some, but mostly he wants to sleep with her, and she kind of likes it too.
Yeah.
But they have a queen bed in there that they sleep in. But we'll do the Bible story. So we always do that at night. But he came in before Harper had got in there and was like, Dad, can we wrestle? And I'm like, yes,
Absolutely.
of course.
Absolutely. So
Great.
That's cool. Follow-up question with that.
Yeah.
So you guys both mentioned spending time with your kids, but sometimes that's hard to do because you have so much other stuff. What are things you're doing to intentionally create like a boundary or whatever so that you do have that time to be intentional with your family?
scheduling. Honestly, scheduling anymore, because you get so busy with life sometimes it's hard to you just got to plan it out. For us, we just have to plan it out. Now, there are times, the spur of the moment things like, oh, hey, we got a couple hours. Let's go get ice cream. Let's go down to the park. But it's honestly just scheduling things and just being intentional about, hey, this weekend we have nothing going on. And I'm not going to plan anything. You don't plan anything.
Yeah.
Let's do something with just the kids and have fun. So for us, it's just scheduling.
I would agree with that. And I have one other thought on it too, is making sacrifices in the sense of like, hey, like I know maybe we have a really busy schedule and it would be easy to say, let's just, stay at home. Let's not do anything, fun out of the ordinary. But I'm going to have a really busy day because I know that we're going to create a memory from something like yesterday we did the same thing. It's the only day that was going to be 70. So I prepped everyone. I'm like, we're going on a hike, because I knew that it takes me a while to get my family, ready to do that. Because
mentally and physically.
Yeah, well, because Kate, I want to play with my friend. Harper, I want to do this. And to get everyone on the same page takes a little bit. But, I feel like everyone making a sacrifice to say, we all are just going to do this fun thing together. Because we all maybe fight it, but then when we get there, we have a really good time. So
we're going on a hike and you will like it.
You will enjoy it. Mandatory fun day.
That's right. You're going to have fun. Everyone smile.
All right. Well, hey, it's been fun today. Thanks for joining us, taking your time out to be here. John, we appreciate you as well. And Matt, good job.
Enjoy the peeps.
Enjoy the peeps.
You can have these.
He will not say no to that. So thanks for joining us on the podcast today, and we will see you back here next week.